One of the biggest questions that freelance copywriters ask me is, what should I charge? So if you're just getting started, you don't want to work for peanuts, but you also may not feel confident charging a lot of money for your writing services. Well, don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to share recommended rates for freelance copywriters and also explain when you should charge per hour, per project, or per word. Now, a good place to start when determining your hourly rate is by visiting two trustworthy websites that monitor pay rates in various industries. According to salary.com, the average hourly wage for a freelance copywriter in the United States is $32 per hour. And according to ziprecruiter.com, the average freelance copywriter rate is $37 per hour. You can also look at what other freelance copywriters in your area charge for their services to give you an idea of how much you can charge per hour. For example, you could do a Google search for freelance copywriter rates in India, or whatever your country is, to find a list of the recommended rates in your region. Now, when deciding how much to charge, there are also a few other important factors to consider. The first factor is your experience level. So obviously, if you're a beginner with no previous experience, then you will charge less than a copywriter with 10 years of experience. Another thing to think about is where you're located. A copywriter in a big city like New York is probably going to charge more than a copywriter in a small town because their living expenses are much higher. I also want to mention that English-speaking clients value English-speaking copywriters more than writers from non-English-speaking nations. And that's simply because they want to hire someone who's familiar with the language that will be used to write the copy. Now, another factor to consider is the industry or niche that you're writing for. Some industries pay copywriters much better than others. Now, I have a whole video about how to choose a profitable writing niche, which you can find by clicking on the link in the description below this video. You can earn higher rates by choosing a profitable industry like finance or real estate. Or you can specialize in writing for a smaller niche with less competition like vegan bodybuilding. And the last important factor to consider is the client that you're writing for. One rule of thumb is to write for businesses that charge their own clients a lot of money for their products or services. For example, plastic surgeons and cosmetic dentists might charge their clients $5,000 to $50,000 for treatment. These clients can easily afford a copywriter who charges $150 per hour or more. In fact, they wouldn't even hesitate to spend thousands of dollars on a copywriter, especially if the copy you write brings them more clients. Now, let's talk about when you should charge per hour, per word, or per project. Now, most freelance copywriters charge their clients on a per project basis, which means you calculate your hourly rate by the number of hours you believe it will take for you to deliver the project. Factor in the time it will take you to research, write, and edit the copy. So if you charge, let's say, $35 per hour, and expect a project to take you 10 hours, then you would quote the client $350. The only place I recommend displaying your hourly rate is on a freelance writing website like Upwork.com because they require you to do so. Otherwise, I think you should keep your hourly rate to yourself. So when do freelance copywriters get paid on a per word basis? Well, it's usually when working with content writing agencies or digital marketing agencies. And that's because those agencies typically pay their writers per word. For example, companies like ClearVoice pay their writers anywhere from 10 cents per word for beginners and up to 30 cents per word for more experienced writers. Now, if you enjoyed watching this video, then you'll probably enjoy my members-only community, Copy Academy. This is where you can network with other freelance copywriters to ask questions, share your work, and get valuable feedback. You can even discuss your rates. Simply go to startcopywriting.com/Copy Academy for all the details. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.